let the Japa series officially begin. Ladies and gentlemen, before I start, first of all, let us take a moment to appreciate this beauty here. Take a good look at me. God's creation. Abba's baby. Oh my God! Let me tell you guys something. God took his time. He took his energy. He took his sweet, splendid time to create me. Because what is all this gorgeousness on the screen? Let me keep my mirror so that I can focus. I had to keep the mirror so that I can focus. I want you guys to focus on this beauty. Guys, I am so happy to be here. I have good news to share. But then please, let me take you through this journey of mine because I am so excited. I am so grateful to God. I thank God for his mercies, for bringing me this far. This year has been a great year for me. When I first announced that I was getting married around January this year, I mentioned in my video that this was just the beginning of God's favor in my life. I remember saying that we haven't gotten to the peak yet. We are still at the basal. We are still at the base of God's manifestations in my life. Because, oh my God, God is great. God is good. I am a living testimony. God is alive. God answers prayers and God blesses us beyond our expectations. This is Jenny. If you're new here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. This whole journey, this whole series is going to be a very long one. So I advise that you take your time to please listen attentively to me and follow up because this is just part one. I'm going to be doing part one has I think 3 episodes, and then we'll enter part 2 and then we'll see what part 2 has for us. I knew that God was not done with me. I knew very well that his promises are still many in my life and in the lives of my family members. Anyways, so yeah, let us go straight to why we are here. Okay. So now, let the Japa series officially begin. This sounds so sweet to my ear. It sounds like music. Let the Japa series officially begin. We're talking about relocation here. Okay. Now, it's funny and lovely at the same time how I started my plans, my travel Japa plans, a single lady, and now I am completing it, or rather accomplishing it, a married. I'm talking about a legally married Gen Z wife. Oh, clap hand for Jesus. Clap hand for Jesus, because this is a testament that God is great. Preparing to Japa from Nigeria to any country abroad, I'm talking relocation, it has its own up and down. Is it the tiredness you experience from authenticating documents here and there? I'm so tired. Look, I'm looking very, very tired. Today's hustle has been hustling. or the crowd at the embassy. And imagine yourself and small me like this, finding yourself in the midst of this said embassy crowd, in the middle, and they're fighting. Having to be on your way so early just so that you can be among the first 30 or maybe the first 50 people to arrive at the embassy, because if you don't come very early, sorry, you will not be attended to. This is me outside the streets of Abuja at 5:30 a.m. Or is it wanting to go to the 8th floor of a building using the staircase? I'm talking about staircase, guys. I'm not saying elevator. Staircase. Hey, I suffered. How about the tears that was shed? The silent prayers. But what crowns it all is the joy of visa approval. The joy of seeing your husband again, reuniting with your husband again after few months of separation, just after your marriage. Finally, what you've been waiting for is finally on your palms like this. The long awaited day has come. The day you've been praying for, the day you've cried for, the day you've yearned for, the day you've anticipated, the day you've dreamt about is finally here. I'll try to make this whole Japa series not an emotional one for me. I mean, even though I may not be able to control it, because I have a whole lot of experiences to share. I have happy moments, I have sad moments, I had challenges, I had a lot of experience. And please sit with me through this ride as I take your seats, grab your popcorn, because this is going to be a whole series. I'm going to be breaking it down bit by bit, step by step. I'm going to be sharing my experience, every single experience that I had. So let's take this back to when it all started. But before we do that, I know back in 2022, I shared my whole education matriculation video, and I made you guys know that, okay, I am now in the university. And ever since then, I think I made a whole lot of decisions that you guys do not know about. And maybe out of curiosity, or maybe out of gossip, some people out of gossip, some people out of genuine curiosity and love, they've asked me, okay, how far your education? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how this old Japa plan started, what happened to my education, and why I lived in my sister's house before traveling. I mean, not before traveling. You guys didn't know that I was traveling after marriage, which some people kind of like said a lot of things, but then let's take this bit by bit. So a lot of you have been asking, okay, how far your education? Oh, we're not hearing anything about your education again. Have you moved? Have you stopped going to school? So I stopped going to University of Uyo around 2023. I had dropped that course that I was doing. Before I went on mission, okay, let me start from the beginning. Before I went on mission, I had gained an admission into University of Uyo to study education and English language. Initially, I had wanted to study law all my life. I've always wanted to be a lawyer. I've always loved the law profession. So my mission call came, my school admission came, they all clashed, but then I decided to go for the mission, the church mission stuff. And then what's this English? Defer my admission in University of Uyo. So when I came back from mission 2022, all this happened in 2021 around April, May. Yeah. So when I came back from mission in 2022, I was supposed to resume because my admission had been deferred by my mom. She did a whole lot. I'm so grateful to her. Yeah, even though some point she felt disappointed. Yeah. So while I was on mission, I actually had like a rethink of my life, especially when it was time to, when I was coming back. I sat down to pray to God. I sat down to think about my life, think about what I wanted to do since I was going back home and all. And then when it came to the educational part, I on my own decided that I was not going to resume in UNOYO again, that I would love to further my studies abroad. As at the time, I was thinking USA, I was thinking Canada, and I was thinking Germany. Germany came in later on. Germany was never even part of the plan, but I was thinking Canada and USA. USA because there is one of my mom's very sweet sister from another mother who was ready to send me an invite to run my admission process over there in Texas and all. But yeah, and then Canada because Canada has always been like my dream Japa country. So I came back from mission. I told my mom that I didn't want to go to UNIU again. I told my whole family that I didn't want to go to UNIU again. I didn't want to do education and English language. First of all, education and English language is not a bad course, but it is not something that I wanted for myself. If it was law, maybe I would have considered because I have always wanted to study law. But because it was something that I really did not like, and I came across, when I was on mission, after praying and trying to like plan and all, something just came to my mind. I don't know, I think somebody has said that thing before, but it just rang a bell in my mind. And what came to my mind was that direction is better than speed. So I sat down to think about that one sentence, direction is better than speed. So when I came back, I told my mom that I didn't want to go to University of Uyo again. Oh, trust Nigerian mothers. Oh, they want their children to go to school. I didn't say I didn't want to go to school. I only said that I didn't want to go to University of Uyo. I didn't want to go to any school in Nigeria again. That I would love to process my own Japa school abroad stuff. So my mom was disappointed. She was like, no, there's no how a child will not go to school. There's no how. And I was like, I'm not saying I'm not going to school, mama. I said I don't want to go to UNIU again. And oh, my mom called almost everybody, called my church leaders, called family that were called senior, called Kenzie. You know, now mothers, they'll be very paranoid. Oh my God, I want all my children to go to school. Look at Aineka for your sister said she doesn't want to go to school. And I was like, no, mommy, calm down. I only said I don't want to go to UNIU. And she was like, okay, even if you're processing this travel abroad stuff and all, why don't you just still continue this one? And I was like, what is the essence? What is the need? My mom tried to encourage me to like, oh, she knows of somebody that even left university at 300 level to travel abroad. Why don't I just do that? And I was like, mommy, no, this is the part, this is what I want to do. I want to leave this so that I can be able to focus on my travel abroad stuff. And it was quite a difficult one, because you know, living with your parents and wanting you to do a particular thing and you not doing that thing, you outrightly English, you boldly and outrightly say no to that thing. So, but then I stopped because I mean, you're not the one that is going to the school. I mean, I'm going to still go or no go. So I stopped going to University of Uyo. I stopped posting about it because I had stopped. And as at the time, I was not ready to come and say anything about, say, education or travel, because I wanted to travel first before dropping any video or telling anybody that, oh, I'm traveling abroad. I would love to study abroad. Oh, I'm processing my educational travel visa, blah 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 and all. My father, on the other hand, it was not paranoid as my mom, But then my father is a very calm person naturally, so even if he was to um oppose, he wouldn't be so vocal about it. So my father's reaction when I told him about my plans, he was like, wow, it's a very nice plan, I support you and I wish you the best. And he never really objected me not going back, or rather me dropping out of he never really objected. My mom objected because I mean she was like, oh, you have to not put all your eggs in one basket. And I was like, well, I understand that one should not put all their eggs in one basket, but I have prayed to God. I believe this is going to work out. I'm giving it my all. I'm making sure that I have no option whatsoever, so that God will see that, okay, this girl not get optional. Let me just let me give her this grace. And yeah, when it came to my sister's reaction, they didn't really say anything, because they were like, okay, it's fine, it's a nice choice. But then after some time, when my mom began to put in pressure and all, they were now like, it's true, oh, mommy, since she has been processing this thing, he never come, don't you guys think that she should just go back and all? So because of all the old talk and everything, I was not like, okay, let me just go and resume. Even though it did not come from my mind, I didn't even want to go to my matriculation. I didn't want to go. I was so laid back about it. I was just dragging my feet that day. I didn't really feel that utmost joy and happiness that day, because I was just going to the matric. I was just starting school. It's not as if I really wanted to go. It's not what I wanted. So I just had to resume 100 level when I came back from mission, just so that the old pressure is just going to reduce. And I understand where my mom is coming from, though. I understand where she's coming from. It is not nice to put all your hopes in one thing. And I think, and I know that is what every parent will do, hearing the decision of your child saying, oh, she does not want to go to the school in university, and she has not even had this admission at hand, or she has not even started applying, or but she has stopped this one, or she wants to stop this one. So I understand that is what every wise, sensible, and caring and considerate parent would do. So I understood where my mom was coming from. Basically, I'm very understanding, sweetheart. I understood where my mom was coming from. So from 2023, I started. Okay, no, not 2023. 2023, I was still looking for a best country to go. I spoke with my husband, my babe that time. So my husband, he tried to like tell me, oh, when it comes to US, it's not really it gave me like some very sweet advice, that and it looked like he read into the future of what will happen later, like now. And thank God I listened to him by not going to America. I'm not saying America is bad, or going to the UK. I'm not saying it's bad, but then the country that we are going to now, guys, patience is virtue. So anyways, let me continue. So I stopped. For those of you who don't know, at least you know now, I no longer go to University of Uyo. I'm no longer studying education and English language. I don't want to do anything in regards to education. Maybe not even in this country, because we all know, we all understand. So that aside, well, at least you now know, so nobody should ask me again how far my UNIO school. I'm not going again. I mean, there was a time that a lot of people were now asking, and so many people were now saying, oh, she's a dropout and all. Yes, I'm a proud dropout. Yes, I didn't want to go again for a period of time. It's not as if I said I didn't want to go at all. So yeah, if you called me, or once called me, or still calling me a dropout, my darling, I have leveled up. I'm so thankful to God that every single limit that has been set by naysayers, haters, enemies, permit me to use the word, The Lord has pushed me beyond those limits. In fact, not just me alone. He has pushed myself and my family beyond those limits. So, let me be coming small. So yeah, I have leveled up. Yes, I dropped out of University of Uyo at 200 level. I was supposed, as at this point, I'm supposed to be in, I'm supposed to be in my final year in UNUYO. Yeah, but I dropped since 200. Yes, I'm supposed to be entering my final year now. Yes, but I dropped since 200 level. That's second year. So a lot of people, I saw some kind of talk, some kind of comments. Oh, she's a dropout, she stopped going to school. Oh, she doesn't, for someone whose parents would love their children to be educated and she's not going to school, blah 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 blah. But then I knew what I was doing. I know what I wanted. I know my plans. Baby girl or baby boy watching me, I have leveled up, as you can see. So yeah, now let us address the issue of living with my sister before we now officially begin the old Japa content. So after my marriage, immediately after my marriage, the plan was, okay, fast forward to this year, fast forward to 2024, we finally now decided on a country that we were going to, and we decided to get married so that we can start a family while we travel. Like while we relocate in our new location, we'll start a family and then continue to grow ourselves. I will go to school because my husband is already a graduate civil engineering. But yeah, so that I can go to school, I mean my whole dream, and then myself and my husband can start a family. Fast forward to 2024, we started talking about all of this. We started to get married. So now, fast forward again to 2025, we got married. The whole plan my husband and I made after our marriage, we had processed everything. My whole admission and everything was ready. His own visa, everything, preparations, applications and everything was ready. So we made sure that everything was ready before we set our marriage date, and then so that after our marriage we'll just come to Abuja, do our visa, and then travel together, do our honeymoon, and then finally settle down and start our plans. Guys, a lot of things that we are yet to reveal. See, when I talk about the blessings of God, I'm not even capping. You see, Reeves, call me Mrs. Reeves because Reeves is a global name. Hey! Anyway, let's continue. So we were supposed to travel together. Okay, so we came to Abuja. We both started doing our visas, but then my own had a very minor issue that could have been avoided. Hence, I stayed back, and then he finished his own visa process, got his visa stamped, approved, and then he left. What was supposed to be like in the next maybe 1 week, I'm supposed to join him, reunite with him, but then things shit happens. You can't tell, you can't know what will happen. So the whole challenge came. I had to stay with my sister. So first of all, I am married, fine, I know. But my sister is in Abuja. My husband has traveled. While my husband was here, we lodged at the hotel. So now my husband has traveled. Am I supposed to still lodge in the hotel? Or am I supposed to go and get an apartment when I know very well that in the next least 1 month, in fact, in too much, 3 months, I'm going to relocate? What will be the need? I saw no need. I saw no reason for that. And I know very well that a wise person will do the same. You have a family in Abuja. You came to Abuja to do your visa. It is okay for you to stay with your sister, whether you are married or single. And that's what I did. I see no reason why some people decided to make it a big deal. I see no reason why some people carried it on their head as if I was staying with them, or as if I was staying with their sister. Even my sister that was accommodating me at the time, she didn't complain. My sister, oh, so sweet and loving. I'm so grateful to her. Imagine maybe I had gone to rent an apartment. Let's imagine that maybe I don't have anybody here in this Abuja, and I had gone maybe to rent an apartment, so I was in a hotel. I would have been so lonely because it was just me. I have no company. My darling husband has relocated. I had no company whatsoever, and I'm so grateful that my sister is here with her family. She gave me so much company. Her children, they all gave me comfort at times where I was sad. So yeah, I had to stay with my sister. It shouldn't be a big deal. Yes, if you're watching this video, it means that I'm out. So yeah, anyway, so these are what I said I should come and talk about before we now officially go into the Japa videos. I'm so excited. I was supposed to buy wine, but I don't know how I forgot. Anyways, let us now go to how all of this started. How did this whole thing start? How was the application? What did I do? Where did I go to? How much did I spend? Okay, don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, because the old Japa series is just starting, man. It's just starting. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.